Managing your short-term rental, cleaning your short-term rental. You're going to want, in fact, I'm probably just going to say it, I'm going to insist that you have the same cleaners that clean your house every single week after each guest, not a different team each time. You're likely going to need more than one person for a few reasons. First, there's a lot of work to be done in a short period of time, and you don't want them cutting corners. Therefore, one person is probably not going to be enough. Also, if that person is sick or unavailable for any reason, then you have to have a backup, and they may not be available or familiar with your house like the first person. Always have groups of 2 to 3 at least. Then they may need to replace 1 or 2 of those people if they're sick or unavailable, but you still have at least one person on the team who's familiar with your house. Now, your local management company, they're a great resource to find local cleaners for handling short-term rentals. But you'll need to be insistent with them that you want the same people each week for your short-term rental. TurnoverBnB.com is another resource you might want to look at for hiring house cleaners. You may want to reach out to other area owners and see who they're using and if they're happy or unhappy, so you know who to use or avoid and avoid any hiring mistakes. If you're striking out there, then you can try a local cleaning company, but you'll have to explain to them what short-term rental cleaning entails, and most importantly, if they're willing to do all that you will ask. When you are interviewing them, you can really shorten the interview process with 2 simple questions. 1, are you insured? And 2, what do you not do? Now, the answer should be yes, you're insured. There are exceptions to that. I've heard someone who said that they had a neighbor who was a house cleaner and her husband was a repairman, lived next door to their short-term rental. She wasn't insured. In a situation like that, I'd overlook the insurance. But in any other case, I would recommend you get a house cleaner who is insured. I've heard of situations where house cleaners have done things and caused damage unintentionally on the short-term rental. The next question, what do you not do? That should be a 1-word answer. Nothing. Literally, your cleaners need to be willing to do anything and everything, from cleaning horrible situations to doing minor repairs and laundry at home. Yep, I said that. Remember, your cleaners need to change your filters in your AC unit and air handler on a regular basis. Twice a year, they need to replace the batteries and the remotes and possibly even in your smoke detectors. This is more than just cleaning, and they will need to supply the soaps and the toilet paper, paper towels, either supplied by you or by them. But again, the linen cleaning is definitely a must-do, and they're not going to have time to do all of the loads during their turnover. They're going to have to take some home. I will also recommend that you get 2 pairs of washers and dryers. Yes, I mean 2 pairs as in 2 washers and 2 dryers. They'll need to be stackable. They'll also need to have quick wash cycles so you can do a load in 15 minutes. This may help them get most of their laundry done in a reasonable period of time. But again, you don't want them to rush, and they may have to do the comforters. Therefore, they may have to do laundry at home. Again, what do you not do? Nothing. You'll need to allow them access to an updated calendar. And I mean a calendar that's updated live in real time and not some spreadsheet that you have to email back and forth. Again, that's another reason for OwnerRez. You can provide the calendar so that they know when guests arrive and when they depart, and they know they need to check it often because you may have a last-minute booking. Now, upon arrival to each turnover, they need to document and report any damage immediately. They should text you multiple images of anything of concern, either damages to the property or any messes that are above and beyond typical cleaning. This way, you can decide what course of action you will take. Also, they need to have the phone number of your contractor that is available on turnover day, yes, Saturdays, in case there is something that needs to be fixed outside of their skill set. Again, if you have a guest arriving later that day, everything should be operational. If they know anything is missing, they need to inform you as soon as possible so that you can reach out to the guest or get it replaced ASAP. Also, if a guest leaves something behind, you can make arrangements to ship it back to the guest at their expense. Many of these shipping stores will box and mail the item for you and send it to the recipient, billing the recipient. Now, I stress that you have the shipping center pack and mail it for you and don't pack and mail it yourself. The reason being, let's just say they left a computer. I know that's a reach, but I have heard of it happening. And you pack it and send it back and it gets damaged in shipping. Well, now you're responsible. But if you dropped it off at the shipping center and they packed it and ship it, well, the responsibility is on them. Also, that is asking something above and beyond cleaners to do. I think having them drop it off at a shipping center is fine, but having them box and mail it out, that's above and beyond. Now, our house cleaners are expected to move all the furniture that may have been moved by the guest to their original location. Doesn't matter how heavy it is, that is part of their job. Remember that question? What do you not do? Nothing. Therefore, if a guest leaves dirty dishes, they are responsible for cleaning them and putting them away. Cleaners should be placing all the linens and run a couple cycles while they're there cleaning during the turnover time. Again, they may not be able to finish all of the laundry, and the rest should be done at home or at a laundromat. It is perfectly okay to use a quick wash cycle of 15 minutes to allow for as many loads as possible. Every single item should be removed from the refrigerator, especially any open items. Also, no alcohol should remain. Yep, guests will always leave behind those cold beers they couldn't finish, but that shouldn't be left there for the next guest. Now, all of this will be discussed in the next few slides when we hire your team, but they need to know what is expected. Short-term rental cleaning is very different than house cleaning. Part of what they're hired to do, and part of their cleaning regimen, is a detailed clean, which should be done twice a year. First at the start of the season, and then in the middle of the season. Now, if you're like me and you don't have an empty week for several months at a time, then you need to make a list and have them address each of these items each and every week. So it's done in phases. Therefore, nothing is left to look bad. They need to look at the linens and make a call that they may need to remove linens from the rotation if they are too far stained or unable to be cleaned. If there is anything that you need to order for them, they need to let you know with advance notice, not, oh my God, we're out of towels. We need them now. Always have backup stock. Never be caught off guard. And that's why when I go to slickdeals.net for a sale, I overbuy. I literally have a closet filled with everything extra. So I'm never caught needing something at the very last minute. Now, when I say your house cleaner's job and their role is to clean everything, I seriously mean no stone left unturned. I expect them to move couches and clean under and behind them, to roll out the refrigerator and clean behind it, as there's going to be more than just dust bunnies there each week. There's probably going to be popcorn kernels and other types of food. All appliances need cleaning. And that means each week, the oven, the stove, especially if it's a smooth top that gets the accumulation of stuff that people never clean. Also the microwave, especially on the top where stuff explodes. The refrigerator in every drawer, nook, and cranny. The outdoor grill is not to be neglected either. Now they need to scrub that thing down with a wire brush and cover it back up. Also, They need to refill the charcoal bin if it's running low. Most important, presentation. They need to straighten the chase lounges and organize them neatly. Also, pick up any debris that's outside. You need to present a great first impression. If there is anything in the ashtray, those should be emptied and cleaned. I don't mean just dumped. I mean wash them out. I don't like to see stuff stained in there with old soot and ashes. It should present clean. All the garbage should be put to the curb, even if it is not garbage day. Your house cleaners should be at your property at checkout time. Now, if you provide them access to your cameras and they know the guest left early, they can get there early. They need to get in there and get it done. They may have additional homes to clean, and therefore they're on a tight schedule. Therefore, if a guest is not out by checkout time, my staff knows, wait 15 minutes and then go in and start cleaning. The guest stay is over. So if they say anything in a negative review about that, technically their stay has ended and they can't leave that in a review. Therefore, you can have that review removed if need be. Now, your house cleaner should not treat the guests who are in there late rude in any way. But they need to let the guests know that it takes a long time to clean the home and they have to start promptly. I have my cleaners clean after each and every checkout, even if there's not a check-in for that week and it's a week away. Now, the only exception I have for that is if I have contractors coming in that week to do work. Therefore, I know it'll get messy again. Otherwise, I want the home ready, so if the guest wants to check in early, they can. Or if I can talk the guest into coming in a day or two early to extend their vacation and book a couple extra days, I can do it. You always want to be able to accommodate any last-minute issues or guest concerns or changes. Your cleaning crew needs to be able to accept feedback well. Therefore, if they get a phone call because of a guest complaint about their work, then they must return and address any perceived shortcomings at no additional expense and not be upset about it. They're also to supply small soaps and toilet paper for each of the bathrooms and paper towels for the kitchen. They also need to ensure that there is enough dish detergent and also laundry detergent for the next guest to use. They should have access in the owner's closet to spare shower curtains as well and replace as needed and not when a guest complains.